Welcome. Myself, Dr. B.S. Shinde, Assistant Professor in Department of Chemistry, KTHM College, Nasik. Student, today we are going to start new paper from semester 4 having course number CHR 431 Inorganic Nanomaterials, Properties, Applications and Toxicity. In this paper means CHR 431 we have to cover what are the nanomaterials, what are basics of nanoscience and nanotechnology, different methods for synthesis of nanomaterials. After that, its properties, means properties of nanomaterials, different kinds of applications of nanomaterials, and finally toxicity of nanomaterials. So this paper is divided into two sections, section number 1 and section number 2. Section number 1, that is nanostructural materials and its applications, while section 2, nanotoxicology and biosafety. So today we are going to start section 1, that is nanostructural materials and its application. So let's see the section number 1, that is nanostructural materials and its applications. From section 1, today we are going to start first chapter, that is nanoscience and nanotechnology. Nanoscience and nanotechnology. So this is the first chapter, nanoscience and nanotechnology. Under this chapter, we have to cover total 6 points, that is nanoscience and nanotechnology, nanoscience and nanotechnology. After that, natural and artificial nanomaterials, natural and artificial nanomaterials. As we know that nanomaterials are classified into two types, natural nanomaterials and artificial nanomaterials. I directly write here NMS, that is for nanomaterials. Okay. So third point is ancient nanotechnology. In this point, we have to cover the whole history of nanotechnology. Then, Moore's law of nanotechnology. Then, fifth one, Moore's law of nanotechnology. Then, fifth one, stalwarts of nanotechnology. Okay, and the last point, that is a sixth point, is basics of nanophotonics. Basics of nanophotonics. Okay, so all these 6 points we have to cover under nanoscience and nanotechnology. So let's start with nanoscience and nanotechnology. So this chapter is general introduction of whole what is nanoscience, nanotechnology, ancient history of nanotechnology. After that, what are the natural and artificial nanomaterials. So let's see one by one. So first is nanoscience and nanotechnology. Student, before starting nanoscience and nanotechnology, let's see first what are the nanomaterials, which is very important. Nanomaterials. Nanomaterials. Okay. I think these are two words, that is nano and materials. What is meant by nano? Nano means very small size particles. That is nothing but nano. So let's see what are nanomaterials. If we are seeing the nanotechnology and nanoscience from nanomaterials point of view, so we can directly say that nanomaterials are cornerstones of nanoscience and nanotechnology. Or we can say that nanotechnology is based on nanomaterials. Or we can directly say that nanotechnology does not exist without nanomaterials. Okay, so the nanomaterials are cornerstones of nanoscience and nanotechnology. Even though we can say nanomaterials is key element of nanotechnology, or we can directly say that nanotechnology does not exist without nanomaterials. So this is the importance of nanomaterials. Means without nanomaterials, nanotechnology does not exist. So let's see what are nanomaterials. Means definition of nanomaterials. I have already told that nano means extremely small size particles. So let's see definition. Nanoscale materials are defined as a set of substances where at least one dimensions is approximately less than 100 nanometer. Okay, this is nothing but the definition of nanomaterials. Nanoscale materials are defined as a set of substances where at least one dimension is less than 100 nanometer. Whose at least one dimension, a material at least whose one dimension is less than 100 nanometer. As we know that 1 nanometer is equal to 10 raised to minus 9 meter. Okay, 1 nanometer is equal to 10 raised to minus 9 meter. Even though student, if we are comparing this nanometer, a nanometer with diameter of human hair, so we can say the nanometer is less than or smaller than 1 lakh times diameter of human hair. Okay, so we can directly say that a diameter of human hair is 1 lakh times larger than a nanometer. So the nanometer is extremely smallest particles, that is nothing but nanometer. Okay student, so these are about nanomaterials. So nanomaterial is very important for nanotechnology and nanoscience. Or we can directly say that without nanomaterials, nanotechnology does not exist. So nanotechnology and nanoscience is totally depends on nanomaterials. So student, let's see what is nanotechnology and nanoscience. So nanotechnology means it's a technology, it's a constructing and engineering of various materials at nano level, while nanoscience is nothing but science means study of different materials at nano level. So let's see what is nanotechnology. Is the study of manipulating matter on an atomic scale, or we can directly say that it refers to the constructing and engineering of the functional system at very fine level or at atomic scale. Nanotechnology is related with constructing and engineering of various nanomaterials at atomic level or at very fine ultra level, and nanoscience is nothing but the study of structures and materials on an ultra small scale. This is the major difference. Here we have to study about nanomaterials, and here we have to construct and constructing and engineering of various functional materials. So there are various applications of nanotechnology, various innovative applications of nanotechnology. Let's see that applications of nanotechnology. Both concepts are very simplest one. So applications, innovative applications of nanotechnology. There are various applications of nanotechnology. Why this is so? Because as we have already discussed, what are the nanomaterials? Nanotechnology is totally depends on nanomaterials, and nanomaterial having very smallest size means less than 100 nanometer. So at this smallest size, the nanomaterials emerges various kinds of properties like optical properties, magnetic properties, optical, magnetic, electrical, and other properties, etc. Okay. At this smallest scale means at this small scale there are various properties emerges for different kinds of nanomaterials like optical, magnetic, electrical and other properties also, and because of this property that nanomaterials, or we can directly say that nanotechnology shows innovative different kinds of applications. So let's see that applications of nanotechnology. Applications of nanotechnology. There are various innovative applications of nanotechnology. First, a major application in day-to-day life is in medicines and drugs. This nanotechnology is used in many medicines and drugs. Also, nanotechnology is used in nanobiotechnology. Also, nanomaterials are used, nanotechnology or nanomaterials are used in nanofabrics for different synthesis of nanofabrics. In cosmetics. This is also the major application, cosmetics. In medicines and drugs, nanobiotechnology, nanofabrics, also cosmetics, also in various optical devices. Also, nanotechnology is used in optical devices, also in electronic devices. In energy, and so okay, there are various applications or innovative applications of nanotechnology, medicines and drugs, nanobiotechnology, nanofabrics, optical devices, electronic devices, in energy, also in cosmetics. Okay. So student, this was about nanoscience and nanotechnology and also nanomaterials. So in next lecture, we will discuss natural and artificial nanomaterials. Also, there are two approaches for synthesis of nanomaterials. One is top-down approach and second one is bottom-up approach. Also student, there are various methods for synthesis of nanomaterials: chemical method, biological method, physical method and hybrid method. So all these points we will discuss in next lecture. So thank you students.